Day 100 of daily blogging. That's crazy. Gosh. Hey Clint, you're here. Heck yeah, dude. Boy. Ah, whoa, falling down. Woo. Give me a second here to get my mind together. I just went for a pretty easy. It was a really low-key 5K, but I don't want to spoil what's going to come out in tomorrow's video or not. If you wanted to wait or not, but oh no! Ah, that sucks. Is it going to be a lot to fix the truck? Do you know what's wrong with it?
Okay, here's what I want you to do, buddy. Ready? Upon enter, present your hand to hop.
Gosh, nothing's worse. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that sucks out there, right? But knowing that your vehicle isn't working, man, that just bums me out. Or when you get into your vehicle and you're like, hopefully we make it. Hopefully something doesn't happen. Like I just rotated the tires. Yeah, that's true, right? Like in my situation, I live at home with my parents. So, you know, it's kind of like we're all in this together, more or less, you know. But this time last year, I helped my dad rebuild the front end on his truck, you know, and if they need an oil change, I'm like, I got it. So, yeah, it's okay, Charles. That sucks, man. Boy, it sucks to hear that happen to you. Boy. Whew. Tired. I didn't, I'm still dealing with this valley fever or something or other, and last night I just couldn't get comfortable and I couldn't get my body to just stop, like, I couldn't breathe very well last night at all. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm just doing some stretching now. I just finished up the 5K, but I'd be laying there and I felt like I was just drowning in mucus, and I kept getting up to have to cough it out and everything. It was just awful. Airsoft Whiz, hey, how's it going, hey, everyone? 25 now, dang. We're up there. We've never come out of the gate this hot before. It's probably because of the thumbnail. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't complain. Today is pretty cool day. I met with a health insurance person, so I finally have health insurance again, which is awesome. Big step. Is like a lot of people are like, dude, you need health insurance, man. You ride motorcycles, you run a lot. Like, it's important for you to have. Hey, Sophia, Airsoft Whiz, Camille. Hey everyone. It's important for you to have health insurance because, like, if something happens to you, man, it's gonna be really, really expensive. So I was able to get health insurance again, which is awesome. Adulting, right? And you know, I like big is let's check it out. It's funny, I see some YouTube videos of airsoft and the people get so into it, man, you know? Like so into it. Which is not a bad thing, but it makes me wonder if, like, you know, they've ever served in the military or not, or if there's those dudes that, like, you know, just are super into airsoft and haven't actually been in the military, you know? Where am I from? I'm from the central coast of California. Ooh, well, the launch is still on for today, but it's 6:09 now. It keeps getting pushed back, and I'll tell you guys what, I bet it gets scrubbed again today because it is so windy out there. Like, windy, and I don't know, if you just put the pieces together, that's a lot of airsoft guns, man. you know, we live. If you know anything about like the rocket launches and stuff, on the West Coast they shoot them out of Vandenberg, which is in my backyard, and there's been since I've been home I hear like huge fighter jets, or not, I don't know how big they are, but you can hear the fighter jets flying over and stuff, and big C-130s. I'm like, what the heck's going on? It's like just another day, right? But so the launch got rescheduled for till 6 now, which is cool. I mean, I like night launches more than daytime launches because they look cooler on camera. And if you guys are interested in that, you can check out my you go to my channel. I have an entire playlist. I have 2 playlists for rockets. One of just all the rocket launches, and then 2, my second one, I made it for this year, of just launches that have happened this year. So far, we've had 5 launches for 2025 on the West Coast, California. Not rugby. Yeah, rugby's chilling. Are we gonna do some downward dog here, dude? Some downward doggy? It was funny. I just went for a run, and I came back, and he was acting super guilty about something. But I took a lap through the whole house and everything, and I couldn't find anything. So I wonder what was up with him. Come on, buddy.
As long as you're sitting here, you guys want to do some Kegels with me?
But yeah, if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to ask them. Other than that, we'll just be stretching it out, talking about life or whatever. Everything good. Today is day 100 of daily vlogs. So today's video that will go up tomorrow, or come out tomorrow at noon. You'll see it. I'm not too sure. They're obviously military because they're not showing up on flight radar. So I'd have to assume they're like F- something or other, you know? What do we got, like the F-35s, F-16s? I'm not entirely too sure. We do see quite a few of those big, what are they, C-130s? The real big kind of planes flying over. I think Vandenberg, don't quote me on this, if anyone can help look this up or not, Vandenberg has one of the largest runways probably on the West Coast, maybe, or at least in maybe the USA. I'm not entirely sure on that fact or statistic, but I was just looking at Flight Radar, like the app where it shows you what planes are flying over, and the size of the runway compared to like this is where I live, right? And then this is like the runway on the map. It's insane. Oh, rugby. Yeah, let me, yeah, so last night I was really struggling to sleep, and I was bored. It was like 1 or 2 in the morning. I can't remember anymore. And I've really been enjoying Clint's live stream and just getting to know him, right? So I was using one of my apps, and I made him a channel banner. Sorry, it takes me a little bit to get my brain up and running after doing the run. I made him a channel banner, and I tried finding his email address to send it to him, but we decided to circle back to him. He said he sent it in this stream. What's up, dude? Huh? Wait. Oh. Hi. Yeah, you're so needy. He's never liked this. That's why I'm like, what did you do? What did you do, dude? Yeah. Oh, he just farted.
Sorry about that, Sean.
Okay, buddy.
I was thinking it was hard.
I'm trying to get my stretches on here, man. Boy. Yeah, let's do some stretching. I try to stretch at least for an hour. An hour in the morning. Reggie, hey, you're in the way, dude. You are in the way. You got food. You got water. You're getting some pets now. Oh, I might need a shake really quick before I really get into this. I'm feeling pretty just like lightheaded and weak and They always say coconut water is like really good at rehydrating you. And it was, I mean, it was cold, but okay. Hold on a second, gang. Let me see here. I was really hoping to, Clint. This is directed just to you, Clint. I was really hoping to be able to email it to you so we could see your live reaction on stream, but never fail. Let's. I made 2 actually. Here, let me just send you one really quick.
I don't even look like the same human. They don't at all. Well, that is now approaching 9 years ago, right? Yeah. That's crazy, which is like a quarter of all. Yeah.
Season 1, Sal didn't realize he was on television. Didn't comb his hair, didn't dress
I
up.
didn't iron a shirt or comb my hair. Like, no one's gonna see this. I look back at it now. It doesn't look like I'm just carefree.
At the Gameo.
The first day shooting, we did a double. We ate off people's plates upstairs at some Chinese restaurant, and we went downstairs and tried a
Boom.
dating venue. We did speed
My
dating.
first day of shooting on a TV show that will define my life. My tooth fell out.
All right.
Unplayable.
Bam.
Oh, what a horrible life.
Actual size.
We were the day we filmed the
This is so. I was inspired by the wallpaper that you always have behind. You know, that you're always sitting behind or sitting in front of. Sorry. Weird.
We used to be nervous just to stop people.
What's up, man? So that's where I was pulling inspiration from. Nice. Okay, awesome. Well, I just sent it over to you.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, do you have minutes to talk about it? Hey,
Hopefully, I'll be able to make it for the stream. The rocket launch got rescheduled for 6 p.m. our time, so we'll be doing that. I'll be totally transparent with everyone. I actually don't have notifications on my phone for like YouTube and stuff like that. It just got to be so extremely distracting for me, and so I just turned off all notifications, mostly on my phone, besides like phone calls or text messages. Right? Hey, welcome. We're from California. But on my iPad though, I do have notifications turned on, so I see all of it from YouTube and stuff. Boy. Yeah. Today's a beautiful Monday. It's President's Day, or is it Washington's Day? It's a great Monday. My work is closed, so I was able to go take care of some errands. Right now, I always get to start with the chirp wheel. Just this is my other dog, Rugby. I'm not really sure what kind of breed he is, but he's just a little of this, a little of that. He's so vocal, so I'm like, oh, you must have a little husky in you. Don't tell everyone that, Max. Boy. Hopefully everyone had a chance to check out today's video that came out. It was from yesterday, from Super Bowl. It's called like running away from the Super Bowl hype or something. Boy. You know, let's talk about something that's happened today. Do you guys ever just like? I'm straight edge. I don't smoke. I don't drink. You know, I have zero interest in that. But that's not what I'm about here. So what I'm trying to say is like, when I drive, there's zero reason for me to get pulled over. You know, all my tags are paid up. My the Hyundai I drive is completely street legal. You know, there's not anything that would give any cop any reason to pull me over, right? So I'm so I'm coming home from the health insurance meeting, and I'm like 400 yards from the stoplight, right? And this cop, you know, pulled up to the stoplight first, and I see it all happening. It was a sheriff, and then, you know, like zips, like doing. We're in a 55, and he had to be doing like 65, 70 ahead of me, and he gets to a mile away to the next stoplight, and it's a red light, so I pull up right behind him. And then I'm like, well, I'm not going to freaking floor it and get around this cop. You know, I'm just going to get behind him and just moderately get up to speed. And it was super weird. You know, I was behind him the entire time. And then we got on the off-ramp to where we needed to go. And, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know, it almost seemed like he was trying to guess where I was going to go. So then I decided, because I have terrible luck with the police, right? It's law enforcement, the CHP and the sheriffs. The local police, I don't. I really have a lot of respect for them. I have a lot of respect for the sheriffs too. But the local PD, they're great people. They're not out there harassing you, right? Not like the sheriffs and the California Highway Patrol are. So then, it's just really weird. So I pulled into the gas station. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get this. Nice, Clint. Hopefully you got your phone charged, and hope you have a fantastic Monday, dude. I really appreciate you tuning in. So I pull over to the gas station, get this, and as I'm walking back to my car, I look towards the right across the street, and I see him hiding in the bushes. And I'm like, what the heck? That's really weird. So I go about my normal way home, and then as I'm going around the corner, another sheriff comes out of nowhere, and they always just stare at me like I'm up to no good. I'm like, what the heck? What did I do? I have no idea. I don't know, it's just really odd. The other day I got pulled over, it's in one of my videos, the vlogs. I got pulled over because I have a dual bike mount that goes on a hitch, right? And it was ever so slightly blocking the license plate. So the cop tailed me, hey, old timers, welcome. Hopefully we got in a little early, so it's not super late for you. He followed me all the way to my work, and then right before I was like gonna turn into my job, he lit me up and pulls me over, walks up to me and was like, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, no, not off the top of my head. And he's like, it's because your bike rack is, wow, dang, it is early. Your bike rack's blocking your license plate, and I couldn't fully see it. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? It was hardly blocking it, dude. So I didn't get a ticket though. I was like, well, can I just take it off here? I'm almost to my work. Can I just take it off? He's like, yeah, I guess. And then he tried to act like he was my friend. He's like, well, I'm not going to give you a ticket, this and that. It's like, what was the need of this? You're just searching for things. You're pulling people over to search for things to try to ruin their day, to make your quota, and it's just dumb. I've been pulled over in my Jeep before because I have the bumper on the back. It's a swing arm style bumper, so it's like the bottom plate, and then the top part, and there's this bar that goes up like this that holds the spare tire, and the bar that goes up blocked the last number of my license plate, and but then if you like go to the side a little bit, you can totally see it fine. And so I have my name flying 90 as my plate, but the 0 is the letter O, because the 0 can't be a number, or it can't be on your plate, right? So it's like, yeah, I read your plate and it came back invalid, that it's a fake plate. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? This is straight from the DMV. I have all the stickers, I have everything. I showed him my license, registration, all that, and again, just why are you hassling everyday people who are just going about their lives, not committing any crimes, when there's all this extra nonsense going on in the world that should actually be your priorities? Old timers, we've only been streaming for about 19 minutes now. 18:50 to be exact.
I think the big jump is, because there is a big jump between those two battles. That is when we started to get control.
It's just a BS. And it's really sad because I participate, I volunteer my skills, my photography and videography skills for their every 15 minutes event, where every year they simulate? Is that the right word I'm looking for? They put on this demonstration of a drunk driving accident at the high schools and stuff. I don't know if anyone else that's watching this has experienced that or knows what I'm talking about. But it's the California Highway Patrol sponsored event. And I've done it for 3 years in a row. And this year I'm going to say no. Like, I've donated enough of my time to the California CHP helping train their officers. It's just so stupid. But it's like, this is coming from a citizen's point of view and also someone that used to be a firefighter. Like, no one is ever excited to see the police. You don't see a police officer driving down the road like, oh, heck yeah, dude, there's a cop, woo! Now when you see the fire department, you're like, oh, heck yeah, dude, the firefighters! Like, everyone's always excited to see firefighters, but no one is ever excited to see cops. And they need to work on that. They need to stop being buttheads. I know there's I will admit and know like that there's a lot of good cops out there. That probably the crappy ones are the minority. You know, like a handful of people that are just crappy, and then the majority of them are really great people. But the ones that are the crappiest get, you know, the most airtime, for lack of a better word. Yeah. Oh. Slept really crappy last night. I feel like I got valley fever or something going on. Oh, mucus in my throat. My lungs, hard to breathe. It's like, well, if it's hard to breathe and you got all that, like, how are you able to run? I don't really know. I don't have an answer for that. But I was able to get out there anyway. Oh. I appreciate you old timers for stopping by. Hopefully you have a fantastic day at the school. You're in the future, right? We're all rooting for you. Old timers wants to be a mechanic, work on cars and work on trains. That's really awesome. We need more people in the world like that want to work with their hands and not just in a way. How late tomorrow? For this to live stream or the daily upload? As far as the live stream goes, tomorrow I'll probably be at it at like 9 a.m. or so, or maybe closer to like 9:30, 10 my time. Yeah. Okay. So live. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be filling bottles all day at the Fire Academy. So I might try to see how long I can get the live going for. You know, as long as people are watching, I'll still be streaming. But I'm all day, 8-hour day tomorrow filling bottles. That's a long day, but it's all good. Going live like makes it go by a lot faster.
You saw with the real, we handle photography.
So as far as the stretching goes, I like to warm up with this jerk wheel. It has this little groove here in the back. This is not sponsored. I don't run for chirp. I like to start with that. It really helps kind of just open up your spine a little bit. And then I have this. This is they call it a supernova. It's like a really big hard ball with a little.
I'm back. I can love my skin again.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F.
What? Can you say that one more time? Sorry, I couldn't understand what that. What he said. But yeah, then I take the supernova and then just roll it on top of my hamstrings. And really just get in there and help break up like whatever lactic acid might be in there. Yeah, if you guys could really subscribe to the channel, that'd be helpful. I appreciate you guys hitting that thumbs up button. I do have a merch store that I can link. I can make it as a pinned comment. Every little bit helps. Which tip name should I do?
Same time next month? Okay. Who's that? Oh, just an annoying subscription.
I'm drawing a blank here, buddy. I'm sorry.
Sucks. He's trying to get rid of it. I know, but he's just so hard to cancel.
He said that the time is 22:05, so that's gotta be like what?
Subscriptions you don't want right in the app, and it might even.
Oh, 22:05. That's not. That's like.
the money you lost.
10. That's like 10 p.m. where you are.
Download Rocket Money today.
Chipotle's braised beef barbacoa might be our best kept secret. Slow cooked with
Gosh dang, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry again.
garlic and cumin. Pan shredded for fall pork tenderness.
Oh no, where is it all?
Beef barbacoa. If you know, you know.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
My treat today.
Thank you. But I don't think they take that here.
Of course they take Discover. It's accepted.
Maybe your question was,
9%?
what kind of things should you put on your channel? I really am curious about that rally car you were talking about the other day.
You look rad.
Ah, that's cool. I like rally cars. There's 2 of them on my on one of my running routes.
Nationwide. Earn cash back at all.
You know, let's see train content. Let's see working on car content. I enjoy watching people's daily vlogs. It's neat seeing people's like insights to their daily lives and you know, like what they're up to and stuff. And it's fun seeing it from their perspective instead of something on TV that's so scripted and all that stuff. It's like I like seeing what people are doing, and that's why I'm on a 100-day streak. You know. Oh no. Is that, have you ever heard of what a jalopy is?
That's only 20% human urine.
It's kind of just like a car that just turned into like a fun vehicle. Just out there having fun, like bashing on it. I'd like to have one. There's like those. There's things that are called death carts. Right? Am I using that right? Where people just take cars and then basically remove everything, but then put a cage around them and just have a car that you can just beat on and, you know, just stand on the rev limiter for as long as you want.
What? Oh, hell no. Hold up. Huh? Oh, okay.
You're a Charger fan and not a Challenger fan? I'm a Challenger fan myself. This is pretty effed up. Your comment made me think of this. I saw a video or a comment saying you can always tell the quality of neighborhoods if there aren't any Dodge Charger Hellcats around. Just so effed up, so stereotypical.
They kiss the butt.
I'm a Dodge fan though as well. I like Fords, Dodge, Hyundai of course. My Jeep, you know, is a Mopar.
Epic day of filming.
I've ridden in a TRX, a Ram TRX before, and those are so sick. Those are sweet trucks. But my truck would either be a fully built luxury 2001 pre-runner, Ford F-150 pre-runner. I really like the Gen 2 Raptors. Those are sweet. The new Ranger Raptors are sweet. There's a Bronco Raptor on my route. You guys have seen it sometimes in the videos, and we're like, does this thing ever move? Gosh, is he gonna be okay? What happened? Or do you mind telling us what happened? How do you break a hip? Doing something gnarly, dude? I just saw a video of Travis Pastrana doing a skydive, or a base jump, sorry. And his chute didn't fully open or something, and he basically like crash landed into the ground, survived, but he's like, yeah, I broke my pelvis.
It blew me away.
That's brutal.
I see 100 people. I didn't even hear.
Here's a question. This is kind of like a hard question though. Okay, no worries. I'll hold my question till you get back. But I'm curious. I'll just say it for whoever else is watching right now. You know, like as an American, you know, you either have health insurance or you don't, right? So, but he's from the Netherlands, right? I'm assuming they have universal health care there. I'm not entirely too sure. But I'm curious, like, what would that be like? Where, you know, you get into an accident and something like that, like a hip breaking, you would need to go to the hospital like right away, right? It was kind of like my understanding that if you needed medical care in those kind of situations, situations being living in a country with universal health care, that you kind of get put on like a list, waiting list, and then they go down, right? So I'm not too sure. But if maybe that's just for like everyday things and not like actual medical emergencies like breaking your hips. Gosh, that must be awful. That sucks, man. Having to get surgery is just not fun, duh. But the part where, you know, you're recovering, and I've had to get back surgery myself, and you know, every time the weather changes, it's just, I feel pain. Or, I mean, it's a little bit more better nowadays. It's more like slight discomfort, and not so much just pain. But as long as I do a lot of yoga, a lot of stretching, it really helps out for me. Helps manage the pain. Like I'm saying too, like I'm straight edge, so I don't use any substance to help get me through that. CBD does work really well. When I had back surgery, I did use CBD because I didn't want to get addicted to opiates. A lot of my friends and people I know have gotten addicted to opiates, and I'm just like, nope, no thank you. And I was able to do gosh, that's awful, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. How old's your grandpa? My grandpa passed away when I was 17. I really miss him. I think about my grandpa almost every day, you know. And I'm 34 now, so it's been, he passed away in 2008, quite some time ago. Yeah, so now I'm using this, I have this foam roller from Mobot. Got this a long time ago. It's a water bottle / foam roller. And it's sweet. It doesn't really hold that much water. I drink a lot of water, so 18 ounces isn't really too much for me. You know, I can kind of suck this down in one little bit. But it is a great foam roller. And I don't think they make this American flag color anymore. But I just like to use that on the bottom of my leg, on my quads, just to help. Yeah, I kind of just like to work around my body. I don't have much of a 100% like routine that I stick to. I just kind of listen to it and see what needs stretching.
President's Day sale. Get free adjustable base with select Sealy beds. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night.
And my progressive rep was super helpful.
Tom Hayes is passive progressive.
Can't get an operation.
Kevin says he always has to help you.
Tom doesn't have
Wow,
progressive.
he's broken his hip 2 times already.
If you switch, you can say
And is that
You can buy more of that.
is that just is that a part of your? Sorry, I can't. I'm struggling here.
Support when you need it.
Is that because of universal healthcare, like, or is that due to his age, or?
Progressive.
This is bad,
I
right?
know you literally just said your English is not good, but it's doing great. You're doing a great job. But so I'm asking like all these heavy questions that I apologize. Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at myself for being just a silly boy.
He can start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Babble. It starts.
For all those making it big out there, shouldn't your
Boy.
mobile service be able to keep up with you?
Gosh.
Wi-Fi speeds up to a gig at home and on the go. Introducing Power Boost, only from Xfinity Mobile. Now that's big. Xfinity Internet customers, cut your mobile bill in half versus T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T for your first year. Plus, ask how to get the new Samsung Galaxy S25 Plus on us.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
What's happening?
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
Oh, that is a sandwich.
But she's not.
You'll never make it to the top. How much higher must you go like this? You're getting sick. It's not Mount Everest. It's just a set of stairs.
Pause. Just breathe.
All right.
Did you know you can save?
Gosh dang, I'm kind of hungry.
You know, I thought my prescription was covered.
I don't even know it sounds good either. You know,
I work for myself. So
I've been really enjoying tuna sandwiches lately, but I'm out of bread, and I was like, oh, I could stop on the way home. But I was like, I just kind of want to be home.
Because I can beat my copay.
And I didn't sleep at all last night, like I've been saying, so I'm exhausted.
Okay.
My
Next time.
like I couldn't sleep at all, and then my dog Higgins woke up at he's been waking up around 4 a.m. just hungry and feisty and begging. It's kind of annoying, you know. Bless his little heart, but it's super annoying. And it's like, dude, it's not breakfast time. When the sun comes up, that's the earliest. You should see this other dog. He's got his nose buried in his bed, and he's so annoying. We're so blessed to have dogs in our lives, you know. They're just sacred animals. I love them so much. It's true that they're our best friends, you know. All they want to do is love us. And, you know, some people that are mean back to them just it hurts my soul. So yeah, we got those 3 things, and then I really like using this big strap from Rogue. Any strap will work, but that's just the brand I have. And so I'm doing laundry chart. I was like, why is there water running upstairs? And this is the washer draining. So I like to just put that up here. Oh yeah, my question was about universal healthcare, and if I mean, do you guys have that there? I'm assuming. I think so. And so, like, if you get into an accident or something like that, where you need attention immediately, do you get it, or it's my understanding that if you need to go to the doctor or something, you kind of get put on a list, like a waiting list, and have to wait for it to come.
I am the trust donkey.
I actually feel a little nauseous about when I just surprise every day with this show.
Yeah, like, this also started like a real theme when you guys really dug in with me with being scared and stuff like that. You guys locked me in there. That was really intense.
Your team is so interesting. You guys I've been working really hard to get my watch hours up and stuff. And sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down.
To be honest with me, if that toilet was
And
new, you told me it was yeah, okay.
I don't know. I like to have my. There's something about having your channel just kind of looks a certain way. And so after every live stream, I just end up making the live stream unlisted because it still counts towards your overall watch hours. But you know, I just don't like seeing them all over my channel. Like I don't really know how people are gonna go back to actually watch this live stream, especially when they're like 1 or 2 hours long. That's a lot of watching, you know. Especially on days. Like I really appreciate you guys hanging out for me on all this stuff, but it's interesting that the days when I'm filling bottles, they get like tons of views, and the live stream gets tons of views. And maybe that's just because it's something out of the ordinary that a lot of people haven't seen before. But one of the first times ever live streaming bottle filling, they got like 4,500 views. That's crazy.
None of us made it. Plus, I don't know what I'm doing. And then when I made it across, it felt like I won the World Series with a home run. Like, that was the most surreal.
Now I got a lot of timers for
Started going Q, and you guys, sir, everybody's. I'm getting.
I got a lot of questions about what it's like in Netherlands.
Anything like that. You know what's so funny is how on the
Maybe you should go live sometime, you know? Like, what's the language there? Dutch? Let's just focus on the easy yes or no questions here. How about that? That might be easier. What's the native language there? French? No, not. I don't think you can do French. Maybe either Dutch or Swedish. Maybe not Swedish because that'd be in Sweden, right?
Contains scenes of graphic stupidity among four lifelong friends who compete to embarrass each other. Coming up, Murphy was to swallow his pride.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Jill out for revenge?
Oh, yeah. So it's your own. It's your own. You guys have your own language. If you want to, but I don't know if anyone else will be able to understand. Did you learn English in school? Was that a requirement or just a desire? And how many English speakers do you come across in your day, or do you on average? I went from asking yes or no questions to pretty heavy loaded questions.
And here they come. Best buds. So it's gonna be it for that down there. You get call you loose.
Round one, Sal versus Murph.
Here goes Mark. Look at the guys. Look at them.
So I just use this band to really just get a deep stretch in my legs. Oh. So that sounds a little Dutch, right? Or I'm sorry, you said you want me to speak Netherlands. I'll just do.
Oh, this is interesting though, because Sal did not get caught. Mark, you're up. Sal did not get caught.
I don't have a Jamie here for my live stream, but I do have a ChatGPT. Oh, it is Dutch. Okay. Interesting. However, many people in the Netherlands also speak English fluently as well as German and French. So you speak Netherlands, you speak English. Do you speak German and French too? I remember, this is just a story time. We don't need to comment back, but a bunch of years ago, I did this family portrait shoot of a military. Oh, nice. Family portrait shoot for this family in the military, and they talked about how they were really excited. Like, we'll only have a few months left in California, and then we'll be moving to the Netherlands. And I was like, what? And I didn't even know that was a real possibility or really know anything about it. And then looked it up, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks so nice over there. Like the bike infrastructure. You guys have those the Velomobiles? Does that ring a bell? Where it's like the enclosed bike. Those look like so much fun. 11:05. Dang, dude, you gotta get the. How are you gonna get them 8 hours of sleep when you gotta get up by 6? I've been up pretty early, absolutely struggling. You know, guys, I've been working really hard to just be completely just. See you, old timers. Really appreciate you stopping by and answering our questions. We'll definitely be seeing you in the next one. You know, I haven't drank any caffeine in so long either. I'm just like, you know what? I don't need to fall down that rabbit hole. Every time I seem to drink energy drinks, I just seem to get really sick. Like it seems to really hamper my immune system. And boy,
I'm ready to fight, Dirty. I'm ready. You poked the wrong Italian.
I still feel a little shoulder pain today too. You know, I just don't feel like my whole immune system and everything just gets really, really turned down with energy drinks. Boy. So I try not to, as much as I like them. I love the Monster has this flavor called Rio Punch, and it's so good. Almost too good. But I can't have that. Or I mean, I can have it, I just choose not to, right? That's a better way to put it. Oh, golly. Oh. Boy. Yeah, for everyone that's watching, feel free to ask, fire away your questions. Here, let me put the. Did I save the link to my merch store just to make it easier on myself? Of course not. Let us see here. It's on here somewhere. Is it under my history? There you go. This is my merch store. We got shirts and everything for a little of this, a little of that for everyone, you know? And I'm like, I'm not here to sell merch or like push merch super hard. I'm not a merch person, but I am, it does help out the channel, you know? I feel like I made a thumbnail ChatGPT for the live stream, so I think it's helping out the views this time. Gosh dang, I'm tired. It's been a long few days. Even Garmin told me just to rest today, and I was like, no dude, I want to get out there and run. Even if it was like, so today I did a 5K in almost 50 minutes. But that's because I was stopping a lot to do something. You'll see it in tomorrow's video that comes out. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I was doing a lot of stopping and stuff. So today wasn't about the mile time. It wasn't about getting fast mile times at all. So I'm happy with that. So like kind of a chill recovery, more or less day. If you watch today's video that came out where we were 8 or 9 miles already behind our schedule for 1,000 miles for the month. I mean, for the year. But I'm not really too worried about that because I know there's going to be better months than others, and we're still moving. We're still moving in the right direction. And I'll be signing up for a 100-mile race here that's going to be in May. So that's going to get 100 miles in the course of 4 days, right? So we'll be making up a lot of mileage there. So I'm not really too worried. Golly. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. It's Monday where I'm from, where I am, you know. It's 2:09 on Monday, February 10th on the Central Coast of California. It's absolutely windy today, and that's why the launch keeps getting pushed back. But I'm bummed. I was hoping to be able to live stream during the launch, at least try to figure it out, but that's not going to be a possibility. I don't really know how I could, because there isn't really anything up. I film it from my roof. I live close enough where I can literally watch the rocket launch from my roof. If I was to go up there right now, I could see the rocket, right? So I'm not really sure how I film it with my phone and then upload it right from there, right? So I'm not really sure how I would hold my iPad or orient my iPad in the correct direction, because it goes up like this and then it would get out of frame pretty quickly. So maybe I'll just save that for another day. If anyone knows a lot about how to live stream stuff like that with using a real camera, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on that, because there's like 2 or 3 YouTube channels that live stream the launches. There's one that comes to mind that they just stream SpaceX's stream off of X.
If you know, you know.
So they're not actually creating their own content, they're just sharing what other people are creating. So I'm kind of like not a big fan of that anymore. Then there's this other guy who used to live stream it. I don't know if he does anymore, but maybe he only sticks to like East Coast. But there's no one on the West Coast, you know? There's no one live streaming the launches on the West Coast besides SpaceX. So I'm like, shoot, I need to figure out a way to put my big camera up through the stream, but it sounded like a headache. Like, how am I going to get that up on the roof? But am I going to need a table? Do I need to put my laptop up there too? Like, there's just a lot of question marks. And one of my buddies that works at the fire academy with me, he does the live streaming, or did the live streaming for his church. And I was trying to pick his brain too the other day, but our schedules didn't really line up, so I didn't really get to ask any questions at all. And he's also in the process of moving to Washington State, so it makes it a little harder for us to communicate and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm really just trying to figure out a job or something to make you stay here in California. I don't know, he really wants to go up to Washington. And Washington's cool, that's beautiful.
They don't. Consumer cellular.
Mount Hood's super freaking neat. Is Mount Hood in Washington, or is that in Oregon?
Savings on the unit.
So I get the same fast nationwide coverage.
Mount Hood might be in Oregon. Sorry. Mount Rainier, though, is in Washington. I can tell you that much.
Thank you. Oh, shoot.
I've only been to Washington a handful of times.
Pretty high up
The
here.
last time was actually on the way to Canada,
With reliable coverage in your second
so we didn't really do too much. That's how I saw Mount Rainier, was on the way to Canada.
I'm a crack addict when it comes to harpoon fishing.
Oh,
My name is Tyler McAllister, and I am the captain and owner of
Boy.
CBC2. It's been built for
oh, so tired.
And I can't ever not see myself doing this.
All that's left today I want to clean up a little bit too. But, all that's left today on the agenda. Hey Mel, thank you. I appreciate it. I need to get it trimmed up because my mustache is getting out of control. Last night though, when I was struggling to fall asleep, my beard was just, it was bugging me. So when that happens, I basically just gotta like, just hold it and just get it away from my neck, more or less, you know. But I was like, it's when people get in those kind of bugging moods, that's when you shave your beard off, right? And I was like, nope, I won't be able to do that. I'll be so sad with myself if I trim it all the way down or get rid of it altogether, you know. But this beard, I feel like my beard does match the thumbnail that you might have clicked on, right? Or unless you found me just through the short speed. So it's not like I was lying. Not like I have this picture of a guy with a giant beard and I just got this little like chest hair situation. Like, this is where my chin ends. This is where my chin is, right? I got a lot of hair. Like, I can easily cover up my entire face with my beard. That's crazy. That's a lot of hair.
You need help with anything? You need anything?
Boy, a lot of time.
I'm the guy to say.
I drink a lot of. All I drink is water. Oh, and coconut water here and there, but yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. If you give the thumbs up, that'd be really cool. Or check out the merch store. That's also really cool.
Mostly all of them. I dabble a little bit in a little bit of everything.
You mispronounce every instrument.
The other day, or a few live streams, a lot of live streams ago actually,
A lot of piano.
I put my Venmo and Cash App up there because I was trying to raise money for an ultra marathon entry fee
I like to play band
and
once in a while.
didn't get anything. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just make a shirt that I could try to sell and make money for the entry fee? And
Yeah.
so far, no one's bought one.
Just jam out to the bass.
No, it's okay. It's all good, man.
Well, nice shoes, dude.
Just gotta think I'll chill.
I'm establishing credibility. Yeah, I'm a musician. I'm just, I'm eccentric like that. Over there, the guy talking at the pianos. Who's at the pianos?
Running our friend Casey, who's going to be assisting Sal out on the floor. Unbeknownst to Sal. Right. She's going to be giving him a...
Yeah, if you guys got any questions for me about running, life,
You know
growing
what
beards,
make good musicians?
stretching, fire away.
Don't play piano?
We might just keep today's stream just up to an hour.
Tuna fish.
We got 7 minutes left. Keep it chill, or we can do it for another 17 minutes. So then my watch has an hour of stretching, even though I'm not really stretching too much.
Musician that got arrested?
And then with my calves here, I kind of just like to use my thumbs and just really help break up the muscles. Yeah, longevity or mobility is the key to longevity, right? And stretching is good for you.
I'm going to tell you to beat it. I mean, you can hang out in the drums for a little while longer, but I'm going to tell you to beat it.
It's good to stretch every day.
Here earlier.
It's good to do something for your body every single day, whether it's running, walking, cycling,
So sexy.
just getting outside and get that. It's all about getting that vitamin D.
She gave me a trombone.
That's what comes from the sun, right? Vitamin D.
I don't work hard at it, trust me. What's better than roses on your piano? What's better than tulips on your organ? Tulips on your organ.
A little this, a little that. It's a nice deep hip stretch.
You guys are guitarist.
All the jokers get the right notes, so Merce, Sal, and Joe are tied on the loser board.
Today we're playing dress up out here in the park, and we picked out a very specific item of clothing for each other to wear. The goal is to get a compliment on that item without directly asking.
If I had an indoor treadmill, I always do treadmills are indoors, right? If I had a treadmill and I'd have it on Zwift, I'd probably live stream that. I think that'd be pretty neat.
Versus Joker Challenge.
Let's live stream a run. Like I could live stream it while I run and hold my phone, but I think it's gonna be really shaky. You know, the GoPro does a really good job with stabilization.
Just make contact, eyes to
But I also think it's time for a new GoPro. Today mine was just glitching out, out of control. And honestly, I didn't see a lot of issues with it until this last update. This last update's really just really kind of jacked it up, you know. If you guys are watching, have you ever heard of Casey Neistat? He's a pretty big YouTuber, right? He made a good point where there's camera companies and then there's software companies, and there's not both. And GoPro is a great camera company, but the software behind it sometimes is a little.
And you can kind of cinch it tighter if you want. All good, still don't like it. So these are my boots. Good for you. Good for me. Yeah, well, I mean, I like it.
And that's the blankest look I've ever seen anybody in my entire life.
Really, I'm doing a long, the runner's lunge. I think is what they call this stretch. But it's a little hard on the knees on the wood floor. I mean, I am on my yoga mat, but.
I like it. If there's someone not like them, I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Really just get in there to. Really just get my hips loose and. All day.
So you have chosen death.
Impractical Jokers, all new Thursdays at 10 on TVX. Set your DVR now.
Four nations facing out. With a make-believe.
Because this game.
Oh yeah, what are you guys up to? We got 2 people watching right now. If you guys have hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, check out the merch store button. A lot of buttons to be clicking, right?
Think about
But it does stink when
vacations happen.
when some of the buttons will take you right off the stream.
Startup. That's why PNC Bank strives to be boring with your money. Pragmatic, calculated kind of boring.
Boy, it is cool to me that I'm able to touch my toes with my knees fully locked out, right? Like, I'm 34, I know a lot of my friends in my age group aren't that flexible.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at night.
She's doing it, and she is too. Everybody's getting birth control online from Nurex, with prices starting at $50 or $0 copay with insurance and fast free shipping. Nurex is the best way to get birth control these days. Go to Nurex.com to get.
Last night I was super hungry. I was just kind of struggling to feed myself, so I DoorDashed that. I had my first ever smash burger last night, and it was good. It was really tasty. Everything about it was really good, but it just got all up over my beard. I feel like I was in a Carl's Jr. commercial, but it was from this food truck. And it was interesting how food trucks have DoorDash now, which is cool. Good for them.
Whether you're an active person that wants extra supplemental movement, maybe you want to keep your legs active while you work, or you wish to support your therapy at home, or you just want to build strength, increase your mobility, flexibility, and boost your circulation, Ellipse was made for you. Power-assisted exercise that frees your mind to enjoy your favorite seated activities.
Okay, so there's a commercial on here right now where it says, plug it in, place your feet, and select your speed. So it's doing all the work for you. So it's really just moving your legs. Like, you're not actually exercising. Something else is exercising you. Like, what the heck? Why is it? Like, this lady was just chilling. She's just on her iPad. Like, you could easily, lady, go out there and walk around for 15 minutes. Heaven forbid you take 15-minute break from your iPad. Unreal, man. And I recently been hearing this saying, like, you have a TikTok brain, and that's so true. It's not common. Common sense isn't common anymore. Common courtesy isn't common anymore. It's just really sad. And I think social media and websites or apps like, websites, apps, this is the same thing. Like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook are just, they're programmed to just brainwash you and, take all of your focus. So then your focus is all here, but then everything else is going on in the world, and it's like, whoa, wait a second, I didn't even know that was happening. Like, what? And it's like, well, maybe if you put your phone down or, did something else with your day instead of just scrolling. Hey, welcome. You might know what's going on. Oh, man. The other day I was driving and this guy left the drive-thru. His headlights weren't on. And I think that's because, you know, a lot of newer cars have auto headlights. And so like I gave him a beep, beep, and he pulled next to him and I was like, hey! I tried to put on a big old smile so he didn't think I was coming across aggressive or anything. And he's like, what man, what's up? And I was like, just want to tell you brother, your headlights aren't on. He's like, oh, like his mood and personalities did a whole 180 really fast. He's like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And he's like, yeah, you're very welcome, dude. Like, I tried starting 2025 off by I wanted to do one thing every day to help like some random stranger. And you know, some days it's good, some days it's not possible, but other than that, like, we should all try to have that goal in mind of just doing something to help out. Just do one little thing to make some random person's day. You know, you don't have to give them money or something like that. Like, it shouldn't cost you anything. Because kindness is free. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. You know, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to my channel, hit the thumbs up button. You know, that's all free. But it makes a huge difference towards my analytics, right? And, you know, like, I saved that guy from getting pulled over by the cops, like, with a possible DUI because his headlights weren't on. And, you know, it's just, we gotta be kind again, you know. Common sense is gone. Common courtesy is gone. It's just sad. The heart kind of hurts a little bit, gang. Just looking around and, you know, like, okay, well, then give me an example, Max. What's some common courtesy? Like, okay, stopping for a person in the crosswalk. That's easy. Like I had to cross this one street on my road route where there isn't a stop sign for this way. But I looked it up too to make sure that I wasn't just blowing smoke. But if a person on the corner is prepared to cross, legally, regardless if you have a stop sign or not, you're supposed to stop for him. And if you see it in yesterday's video that came out today, I got one on camera. Like, this old lady just looked at me like, oh, you want to cross? Well, I'm in my car and I'm more important than you, pedestrian. Like, no, you legally you're supposed to stop. And I don't think waiting too like, and also too, like, I'm a runner, right? And I also walk really fast, so I'm not just diddle-daddling around through the crosswalk. But people just act so inconvenienced, because I think a lot of people are like extremely selfish. So anytime that they find, my accent comes out, my California accent. You know, it's like, if anyone is just slightly inconvenienced, it's just the end of the world for them. And it's just like, golly. What happened to patience and everything? You know, it's just sad. It's sad. But all we can do again is just work on ourselves and try to make ourselves better and encourage other people to be better. Encourage other people to be kind. You hear one of your friends or someone, you know, like cutting down someone else, like, hey man, we don't need that in this world anymore. There's already so much negativity. Why do we need to keep adding to it? You know, why do we need to match their negative energy? You know, it's not productive and healthy for ourselves, so why do we need to stoop down to their level? That's just the way I see it. You know, if I'm gonna leave a snarky comment on YouTube or something, like, I try not to, but I try to make it funny. I try to make it unique and funny and not just like, your hair sucks, you know? Whew. It is cold here in this house. But the launch is rescheduled for today.
Get 0% APR for 60 months on 2024 GMC EV models. That's up to 17.
Still sitting at 609, but the wind is gnarly, and I think that's the weather is the biggest factor. We got one today. Oh, check this out, gang. If anyone's watching. So on February 27th, it's actually a land landing rocket. So it will, those ones are my favorite because it goes up, you know, obviously, and then it comes back and the rocket freaking lands itself. That is so awesome. And that's crazy. That's so cool that the rocket can land itself, man.
If you know, you know.
And then where I'm sitting from to watch it is, we do hear the sonic boom, right? That's awesome. Is everyone leaving basketball too much, but I just got an email from the Golden State Warriors. Andrew Wiggins is leaving. And it's like, okay, so Clay Matthews left, now this guy's left. Like, all that's left is Steph Curry as far as their big stars, right? I don't watch basketball. I don't really follow it as much, but I appreciate Golden State. I try to just pick, you know, California teams that I'm to root for more or less, right? Just to be able to contribute to the conversation when someone's like, "Who are you rooting for football?" I'm like, "Oh, LA Rams." I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know, instead of saying, "Oh no, I don't watch that stuff." You know, it's simple to just have a. That's in that sense. I kind of I see it as like just going with the flow, you know, instead of going against the flow and going against the grain and being like, oh no, I don't watch that kind of stuff. It's like, man, whatever, dude. It doesn't hurt to have a team or someone that you root for just have to add to the conversation. Yeah, they did. Hey, Connor, you're back, dude. The Chiefs got destroyed last night. That was a game. Chiefs got destroyed. Taylor Swift got destroyed. But yeah, so I think we've been streaming for almost an hour now. We got 3 minutes left of the yoga stretch, but I'm super hungry, super tired. I think I'm gonna make some lunch and take a nap, and then my lunch is at 6 tonight. But again, I think it's gonna get rescheduled. But I appreciate you, Connor, checking in. I appreciate everyone else for watching and liking and subscribing or commenting and liking and being a part of the live stream. You know, adding to the conversation in the chat. You know, that really helps instead of me just sitting here by myself rambling on for an hour or so. Yeah. They always say like when you're in order to become successful in live streaming, you just have to be able to talk to the camera with it and pretend or know that there's maybe not be an audience, because it takes a few minutes or a few seconds for someone to watch in order for them to show up on your viewer count. And they always say no one's gonna want to watch you just sitting there by yourself, quiet. It's like, well, it's hard to engage with people if no one's in the chat, right? Or if you don't think anyone's watching, you're just rambling by yourself. But we've been doing great. We've been doing really great. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see what I'm up to every single day, I film a video every day. Today's video that came out was number 99, and I've already been working on day 100, which is today, that you'll see tomorrow, February 11th. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be back live streaming because I'll be at the Fire Academy for the next 3 days for 8 hours just filling bottles. So if you enjoy watching me fill bottles and doing that kind of stuff, please tune in to the live stream, turn on your notifications. So you have to subscribe, of course. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. As we always end every single video and live stream, please do something today. I'm exhausted. Please do something every single day to make yourselves better than you were yesterday. If that's running, walking, cycling, just going to the gym, stair stepper. Heck, even if you just sat outside for 30 minutes or 15 minutes and just absorb the sun's energy into yourself, I'm sure you'll feel a lot better. But I appreciate you guys. As always, thank you for flying 90. That's how I end all of my emails. That's my signature. I appreciate you guys, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Later! Oh, also check out the merch store too while you're at it, right? You'll find the links and all of this in my channel bio. Later, you guys. Have a great Monday.